Imagine being the daughter of a famous New American royalty, and then you get married off to be literally to become one of the great grandparents of Princess Diana. Now, this is Down the Rabbit Hole where we talk about people in history, random weird history, urban legends, paranormal activity, and stuff like that. So today we're going to be going on a Dollar Princess series. I talked about a couple already with Jenny Jerome and Mary Stevens and everything. So today we're going to be talking about Frances Ellen Ward. And for those of you that don't know, she was born in New York City on October 27th or 28th around in 1857. She was the daughter of Franklin H. Work, a well-known stockbroker for the prestige Cornelius Vanderbilt, and the wife Ellen Wood. Now her sister Lucy Bonwork was married to Peter Cooper Hewitt, and she also had a brother, the horseman, and a road driver by the name of George Paul Work, who died of consumption in Dover, Switzerland. So, how does one come from working from the for socialites like the American socialites to becoming becoming a member of one of British aristocracy? How? Well, in 1892, Frances was included in Words with Stylister's 400 that was purported to be the index of the New York's best families published by the New York Times. And conveniently, the 400 was the number of people that could fit into Caroline Asper's ballroom. Oh, hint, hint, I will be talking about them, like the Asper family, later on down the road. And one of the Asper families in this coming up here soon. But she was a prominent figure of New York City and Newport, Rhode Island, in the social sets and was like friends with Mrs. Reginald Vanderbilt. When her father died in 1911, he left an estate for the benefit of her and her children. Now, and her sister of about $15 million, which would be about 417 million in today's economy. So, and her father's will limited the yearly allowance to $80,000, which again would be about 2.22 million in today's economy. And in his will, he stipulated that no part of the estate would go to his erstwhile son-in-law, James Boothby Burke Roach. So, what about her marriages now? Well, there was James Roach, um, who she married September 22nd, 1880, at Christ Church in New York City, and that is where Work would marry the honorary James Boothby Burke Roach, and who would later become the third Baron Fenimore in 1920 after his elder brother Edward Roach, second Baron Fenimore, who died without any male heirs, and his son. He was the son of Edmund Roach, the first Baron of Fenimore, and his wife, Elizabeth Caroline Boothby. Now, together, the couple of Racy! I will put you back in the bedroom. Racy! My roommate's dog girl. And then there's Kylie. Are we done? We'll just let them get out in a few minutes. Anybody that has dogs, you guys kind of know what I'm talking about, so you're really kind of used to this right now. But anyway, moving on. Francis and James would have four children, two daughters and then two sons. The, the first would be Eileen Roach, and she would marry first to Arthur Scott Burden, and in 1906 she would then marry Guy Fairfax Carey in 1922. She has maternal great grandmother of the American actor Oliver Platt, which I think is pretty cool. Like, imagine doing your family history. Oh, like, oh, by the way, my, my great grandma was a dollar princess, and my great great grand like was the daughter of a dollar princess. Like, come on, that's just pretty awesome right there, in my opinion. Then there's the honorary Edmund Maurice Burke Roach, who later became the fourth Baron. Kylie! Fenmore and was the maternal grandfather of Diana, Princess of Wales. Okay, this is just pretty awesome right here. The more people you learn about and everything is just amazing. Then there's the honorary Francis Georgeburg Roach, who was a banker who died unmarried, and in 1890 divorced Roach, claiming dissertation before he succeeded to the barony, and the divorce was awarded March 3rd, 1891. Her lawyer was Thomas F. Bayard, former U.S. Secretary of State, and in 1899 her ex-husband, then a UK member of Parliament, soon worked with a writ of habeas corpus to produce their daughter Cynthia in court. Now, Roach would claim that Bork was depriving the child of her liberty, and the case was settled at court shortly thereafter. Now, until the 1920s, sons Maurice and Francis used their surname Work. So, her next husband will be Oriel Bontel. And I'm going to go ahead and tell you, I'm terrible with names, so I'm probably butchering this name up, and I don't mean to. I just suck at names. Also, if you notice, we're currently in my living room. As you can know, my other roommate's dog, Kylie, is having her commentary with the people outside and everything, but happy Labor Day, y'all. But anyway, on August 4th, 1905, Francis would go on to marry Aurel de Bontenel, who was a Hungarian-born writing master who claimed on his 1895 nationalization papers application to be Austro-Hungarian count. And the couple will meet in 1903, and they were quite happy together. Now, work encouraged him to propose marriage, and however, he was reluctant. And once they wed, she did not inform her father, who was supporting her financially until sometime in early 1906. Now, her father did not trust him, and he encouraged newspapers and society tabloids to publish suggestions that his real name was Arthur Kahn, and suggestions that his claim to nobility rank was fraudulent. However, the marriage remained successful. So she would then sue him for divorce in October 1907, allegedly due to the father's threat of to disinherit her if she continued in her marriage with her new husband. However, he extended his travels as a writing master led to rumors of infidelity among high society, as well as claims that he was still married to a woman in Hungary. Now, divorce proceedings would continue for 2 years. On November 5th, 1905, divorce was granted in her favor, and she was awarded financial settlement, which included several properties. Following the divorce, he lost favor among high society in New York, moved to a villa in Middletown, Rhode Island, and he was originally shared with Work, and then transferred to the top of his titles, his other properties, into his mom's names, Johanna Kahn. Now, in 1919, the alien property custodian seized all of his properties, including the alleged that he claimed to be returned to Austria to fight for the Central Powers. Now, he was a naturalized U.S. citizen, and the properties were most likely seized due to his abandonment and unpaid property taxes that neither he or his mom had not seen since 1914, and the home and surrounding lands that have fallen into disrepair, except those rented as working farms. Now, there is no record of him returning to the U.S. after 1919, and neither him or his mom or their representative appeared in court to challenge the seizures, and the properties eventually reverted back to the Industrial Trust Company, who was appointed trustee by APC and then later sold. Now, registration date was dated October 30th, 1914, and was filed at the U.S. Counselor's Office in The Hague, informing the embassy that he was employed by a division of the Red Cross, and the registration expired November 14, 1915, without any amendments. Now, Work's financial support of him ceased in 1914 due to no contact. Now, what about her death? Well, we know that she died in her city of birth, and her residence was 1020 Fifth Avenue at the age of 89 in 1947, 2 years after World War II. And her great grandchildren include the British Princess William and Harry and the American actor Oliver Platt. Okay, that's just an amazing idea. Like, imagine finding out that, oh, like I have some nobility in my hands, huh? Family. But yeah. But that is it for this episode. Join me next time as we talk about Dollar Princess and Mary Leader. I'm so excited because I love talking about Dollar Princesses. I love doing all of this, and I'm just like happy about all of it. But I'm a huge history nut. If there's anybody in history you think I should talk about, or any event in history you think I should talk about, please feel free to message me on any forms of my social media. Also, my email is in here, so you can go find my email and email me. I do check all that and everything. But I will see y'all next time. Y'all have a great day.